Okay, before I go to bed, I want to talk about a book real quick. This one. Let me tell you, the only regret I have about reading this book is I did not read it sooner. It was sitting on my bookshelf for the longest time. And let me tell you, when I say I am fucking obsessed with the character in this book, I'm not even kidding. Like, page 7 in this book is where it started for me. And I was like, oh shit. I knew this was going to be my favorite read of this year. We're only in February, and I already know nothing is going to come close to this book. I don't want to give away spoilers. I can tell you, without giving too much away, it is about this woman who has a very tragic, fucked up past, and she is out for revenge. And let me tell you, oh, that revenge is so detailed in this book and so good. I was rooting for her. Like, I was hyping this character up. I mean, she couldn't hear me. Even my husband was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you going through? And I'm like, she's my girl. I'm just hyping her up. I could not get enough of this book. Like, I switched to my Kindle. It is 5 books in one. And I was reading it like all hours of the night trying to finish it. So I ended up downloading the books separately on my Kindle because I have Kindle Unlimited. So the books separately on Kindle Unlimited, you can download for free if you are part of that program. And I read through 3 of those books. The last 3 books I read literally in like 2 nights. Like, I finished the last 3 books in 2 nights because I had to know what was going on. I was obsessed with her. Now, this woman, she meets and she ends up falling in love with this guy. And it turns out this guy is actually an FBI agent investigating her case. Yes, it's so good. There's all the details I'm going to give you. All I'm going to say is you have got to read this book. And I have read so much smut and fantasy and all sorts of crap this past year. It's spicy, but not as spicy. Not really. But still, like, I would say some of the scenes in this book, I would prefer to read over the smut I've been reading. Like, that's how good it is. Like, I can't even explain it. All I can say is I'm fucking obsessed. I thought I was going to be sad when the book ended. So as I got closer to, I want to say into the last book or like second to last book, I started to have withdrawal symptoms because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do when this book is over. Like, I don't want it to end. Like, I want to keep reading about this girl. Like, I don't want it to stop. I want her to keep going. But I can say one thing I really, really liked about this, and, you know, not even this, going outside of the story, is most books, when I read them, I don't have like this satisfaction in the end, if that makes sense. I don't feel like, a lot of times I'm like, did that really happen? Like, did it really end that way? Like, is there going to be a sequel? Is there going to be another book? Like, what's going on? Or, like, that was a stupid ending. Like, why would you end it like that? Not with this. This book ended with the closure I needed to say, hey, like, I'm okay that there's not another book coming out. Would I love there to be another book? Hell fucking yes, I would. But there's not, unfortunately, because St. Abby, after doing some research, unfortunately, it's not around anymore. Because if she was, I would be buying all her fucking books. Like, this book is just so fucking amazing. That's all I can say. Definitely grab it. Definitely read it. Let me know your opinions if you've already read it. Definitely worth the hype. 100% worth the hype. Get it. Let me know your thoughts. Now I'm going to go to bed. I think I'm going to read. said on my last video, I was going to read The Housemaid. So I'm going to read The Housemaid. I hope this is worth the hype too, because I have been seeing this author all over my For You page on both my Instagram and my TikTok accounts. So I'm gonna dive into this next. I think it'll be a quick read, and then I double checked. I do have the sequel to it on my bookshelf. I think I have a third one coming out too, right? But I'll be updating you guys as I dive into this one. But y'all have a good night.